What's up, guys? I am going to be doing an unboxing slash review of the Dyson Ball Animal 2 Origin. I have had multiple Dyson vacuums in the last 10 years, and my last Dyson Animal just kicked the bucket, so I decided, well, I'll grab another one on sale at Costco. And so this is the Animal 2 Origin that you would find typically at like a Costco seller. So let's unbox it, and I'll kind of go through some of the pros and cons on why I like this vacuum and why I don't. So my experience with these things is that they put together pretty fast out of the box. So this is basically the brush unit that attaches to the vacuum. So we'll need that. Got hoses and the handle. This is like the Power Pet Hair, which works pretty good. This is the warranty information, so definitely save this. I heard some Dysons come with a 5-year warranty. This one from Costco comes with 2 years. We'll talk about that in a little bit here, why that's kind of a downside actually. So this guy's pretty easy. You're just going to want to pull this clip off, just grab here and just it slides right off. And the trickiest thing with this vacuum is when you put the head on, you need to fit this little connection piece up top there by the window. Basically goes right in here. And then you turn this and get it all aligned. And that's it. And so now it's all aligned, and you'll pop that piece back in. And the clip only goes on one way. There's a little groove basically that makes it fit in a certain way. So we'll see if I can get it right the first time. There we go. This guy, and you just hold the button down, slide this in, okay, just like that, and that will basically hook into the handle here in just a second. And this guy just fits on here like that. You guys, that's it. That is how long it takes to put this vacuum together. This comes out just with a push of the button. Just get it seated, push it back in. If you get a clog somewhere, it's almost always in the bottom here. So this guy flips up and you can clear clogs here. Or on the back, this whole piece comes out if you need it to. So you basically just push on this little red tab here, and this whole thing comes out in the bottom, and then you can go down there and get clogs out from here or on this side. That's where most of the clogs are going to happen if they're not inside the hose. So pretty straightforward there. All right, and that's it. It's ready to go. So benefits of this vacuum: it's super easy to empty. It has amazing suction. As you're vacuuming, you'll actually see the carpet being lifted up if you're going over like uneven carpet, or if you're pulling back on the handle a little bit, it'll actually suck the carpet up next to this. I think there's some rumors out there that if you have a new carpet, sometimes people are a little bit worried about Dyson because it can almost be a little bit too rough or clean the carpet too well. I haven't had new carpets, so I just haven't had to deal with that issue. My carpet's pretty old and needs to be replaced, so I keep getting the Dyson, and I'm really, really happy with it overall. Uh, so I'm not going to go through cleaning up stuff. I mean, it does a great, great job. I've never had any issue with it not picking stuff up unless it breaks. And so that's going to kind of lead me into kind of the downsides of the vacuum. Again, I've had, this is my third Dyson in the last 10 years. My first Dyson was an older model. It was not a ball model. It lasted probably about 4 or 5 years of heavy use. And by heavy use, I mean we had indoor rabbits, we had dogs, we had cats, we had kids, and so it picked up a lot of stuff. I'd say it was definitely more than just normal usage. The second vacuum I had is right here, and this is an Animal. You can see slightly larger. Has a lot of the same components, but there's some things that are different. And same thing. I mean, this vacuum we had, we have 2 dogs, 3 cats, 2 kids, guinea pigs, and so this thing picks up, everything. But I had a few complaints about it. So what gave out ultimately that caused me to get a new one was the power, the power head, the power brush head. It just started smelling, like that electronic smoke burn one day, and within like 2 days it was gone. So I looked to replace it. It was $100. It needed a new canister. It needed a new hose. It was almost $200 in parts. I checked the warranty and it had just expired, so it just made it to the 2-year mark. And it was just not worth the money replacing all those parts. So a few things. The tab here, if you're opening this canister a lot, the tab is prone to break. So towards the end, we had our canister closed with a little piece of duct tape because there's no way to keep it closed. If you took it out, it'd just fall all over the place. The power head, like I said, went out. And then the other thing is that the hose started breaking in multiple places. So all of this is broken down hose here. The hose up against here started breaking down, so there's a whole bunch of breaks down here. If you just need to replace the hose, it's less than $40, so it's not too bad. It started to stick a lot, so it was hard to get the hose back in, but it was still working. And then underneath here, this piece, which is very difficult to replace, right there started breaking, so that hose there started breaking as well. So because of all those things, decided it was time to retire it. If you need a vacuum that's, less than $400, $450, and you can, and you want something that cleans really well, highly recommend the Dyson. Just know that there is going to be replacement parts going into the 2 to 3 year mark, especially if it's used heavily. And I think the other caveat to that is if you can find a model that has a longer warranty, preferably something closer to, I don't know, like 4 or 5 years. If you can find one of those warranties out there from Dyson, I think that'd also be worth it. If I can find one, I'll put a link to it down below, so you can take a look at that. Again, I keep buying from Costco because the price is pretty inexpensive, but if I could find one that has a 5-year warranty that was close to the same price, I'd probably go for that one. So I'll do a search and see if I can find one out there for you guys. So here's how you clean the filter. You just lift this up. Just reach in here, grab this, pull the filter out, put it back in. Pretty straightforward. To empty it, you just push down the button. This thing comes right out. And you just close it and push it. If you need to take the whole thing apart, you push, open this, grab here and push this button. And this whole thing with a little bit of a twist usually will lift out, and that's pretty much it. That's it, guys. If you have any questions, feel free to leave them in the comments below. If this video was helpful, hit that like button, Subscribe if you haven't, and you can see some more videos. That notification bell will help you see when I do more product reviews, especially of Costco products, because apparently that's what this whole house is built of. So, and I'll see you guys on the next one.